Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. First and foremost, I want to hope that everybody is safe and healthy out there right now during this time. This is a tough time. I wanted to apologize to everybody for the lack of videos on my page. I've been trying to, I wanted when I started here a couple months ago to upload every week. And then of course, you know, the pandemic come in and kind of screwed everything up. I've been, like a lot of people, busy as a hornet at work and just hadn't had a whole lot of time to devote to making videos for this channel. But everything's calmed down now a little bit, so I'm thinking I'll be able to get back to doing videos once a week on this channel. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and stuck with me through this time, but I'm gonna try to get back to doing a video a week. I haven't been able to go out and do many jam sessions or haven't been able to go to guitar lessons. Guitar lessons has completely stopped for me right now during this time, and so I've been kind of doing everything on my own. And I just wanted to kind of put a video out there and give everybody an update what was going on with this channel, that I'm still going to be uploading videos to it, and still going to be doing some banjo music on here. I started doing some guitar stuff, and I think what I've decided to do now is I'm just going to stick strictly right now to the clawhammer style banjo, because that's what I've been practicing and trying to learn to play the clawhammer style on the banjo. And I'll still put out videos of the banjo too. I've gotten a lot of questions about the banjo or about practicing instruments in general that I wanted to cover today. And what I mainly want to talk about is can you practice too much? Is there such thing as practicing too much on a banjo? And or a guitar or what have you, what instrument there is. And in my experience, I'm gonna say that yes, there is such thing as practicing too much. I think when I started playing the banjo, I started taking lessons, and I was practicing anywhere from 3 to 5 hours a day for probably, God, it was a good, at least a year and a half straight, because I had a certain goals in mind that I wanted to reach, and I wanted to reach them pretty quick. And I've always gone by the thought process in my head, and I heard this a long time ago, and I've always kind of devoted it to everything that I do, is that it takes 2,000 hours of practice time on anything to become an expert at it. And I actually took that to heart, because I've got a notebook that I log my hours in ever since I started playing banjo, of how many hours I have practiced on the banjo or the guitar as well. And right now I think I'm in the range of, I'm gonna say I'm somewhere in the 12 to 1500 range on playing the 3-finger style banjo. Clawhammer style banjo, I'm probably in the 200 hour range, maybe right now, 150, 200 hours on the clawhammer style banjo. And I think I've got about 400 hours in on the guitar. That's how I kind of keep track of my progress. I'm not saying that works for everybody, and I'm not saying that's a flawless situation or a flawless theory, but that's just what I've always put to everything I practice on. Now, when I was practicing 3 to 5 hours a day, I started getting pain in my thumb. I started getting pain in my right hand. Of course, the calluses on my fingers come up pretty quick, so that wasn't really a big problem. But what I found out is practicing that much, when you go the next day, no matter how much calluses you have, you still can get your fingers sore doing that. And it makes you start to compensate for your fingers hurting, because of course they're hurt. I started getting into some bad habits through that. Also, on the outside of just practicing that much and your hands hurting, I also found that there's a, I don't know what the word is for it, a depreciation in the time you spend practicing a day. Your main benefit you're going to get out of practicing is going to be somewhere in the hour to 2 hour range. That's generally a good amount. I think anything over that, I don't think you're going to gain as much from 2 hours on. In my experience, again, this is all my experience. I'm just letting you know what I went through. Because what I would do is I found out that I could practice 5 hours a day, and I would come back the next day, and I would pick up the same amount as the days that I would only get to practice an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so I didn't see a whole lot of benefit going much past 2 hours, unless I just wanted to play. And then after 2 hours of practice, learning my chords, going through hand rolls, doing those things, after about 2 hours, then I would just play music, and that's a benefit to not even be practicing anymore. Just play the songs you know. And something else too that gets into your practice session. It depends on how you schedule your practice session. If you're just kind of picking around and flipping through a book or flopping over something that you might have learned from the teacher that week, you can waste a lot of time by just fiddling farting around with the banjo. Before you know it, 2 hours is gone. So when I say 2 hours of practice, I mean having a scheduled 2 hours of practice and knowing what you're going to do through that practice session for 2 straight hours. Like with me, if I know right now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to practice for 2 hours, well, I know the first 30 minutes of it is going to be limbering up my hand, playing and just kind of getting everything, my hands moving around and getting kind of loosened up. The next 30 minutes or so, I will practice my chords. I will go through chord progressions. I'll go through the F and the D and the C and the E minor and all that stuff. I will work chord progressions through a roll for probably about the next 30 minutes or so. So there's an hour gone already. And then after that, I will work on the next 30 minutes on something that I may be a lick I'm working on, or something that I wanted to learn or I seen that week, and just try to work on getting that lick, to do that lick without me having to think about it. Then the final 30 minutes, I'll pick songs that I know already that I can play without even thinking about, and I will try to insert that lick, whether it be a D lick, a G lick, whatever the lick is, I will try to insert that in that song for the next 30 minutes. And then by the end of it, I'm hoping that there's a song I play that lick can work in, and it's almost like it's a new song, I guess you could say. But that's what I do when I practice. That's my 2 hours, if I get 2 hours in. And then after that, if I still feel like I want to play some more, and then I'll just pick up other songs and maybe try to slide that new lick, find a song that I can slide that new lick in and change something in that song. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. I just want to kind of give a quick update on my page, on my channel, what I'm doing here, or what I'm trying to accomplish in my channel. I will be uploading videos again, hopefully every week from here on out. Thank you all, guys. Again, thank you all for subscribing to my channel, watching the videos, leaving comments, all of it. I appreciate every bit of it. I haven't been very active on my channel, like I said, over the past probably 4 months or 5 months, just because I've been swamped. And like everybody else during this time, I mean, it's just... it's got everybody, I think, in a little bit of a haze, really, to be honest with you. I'm getting to a point now where I'm kind of cleared up a little bit on my time frame, and I'm going to try to get, like I said, videos every week. And guys, just stay safe out there. Be kind to one another, and we will see you all next week.